No one can stop him. Bigger, smaller, faster, slower, it doesn't matter.
Jokic with the block shot, his second tonight. Oh, what a pass by Jokic.
You cannot stop this guy.
Over to Van Vliet. That's no good. Rebound on the weak side. Blocked by Jokic.
This dude is unreal.
Trying to get the ball in control of Jokic. Why not?
Denver can win it all
Sling it left hand.
because we know what Jokic is going to bring.
Coming freshly off back-to-back MVPs, Nikola Jokic finds himself once again on the top of the MVP ladder. Also, the Denver Nuggets are sitting at the first seed in the West right now, putting him in the perfect spot to accomplish a feat so rare that it hasn't been done in 37 years. That's right, I'm talking about winning 3 consecutive MVPs. In this video, I will break down the numbers and tell you why I think he might actually pull it off. It's going on year 3 of dominating the league. Within this time frame, Jokic has averaged 26.5 points, 12 rebounds and 8 assists, along with shooting splits of 64% from the field and 36% from 3. The man with no social media has let his game do his talking, and it has been jaw-dropping. So let's dig deeper into this run here, and what could be on the horizon in the future. For starters, we have to talk about his passing. It's flat out electric. Jokic can see things 2 steps ahead at all times. He can lead the offense by bringing the ball and looking for passes from the top of the arc or down low with his back to the basket. All the while his teammates know if they get open, the big man is going to find them. Now at the time of this recording, when the 2-time MVP is on the court with the Nuggets, they have an offensive rating of 124.8. Now don't get me wrong here, the Nuggets have a solid and cohesive team built around Jokic, but think twice about what their rating is when he takes a break on the bench. The Jokic-less Nuggets come in at the below average of 104.6 offensive rating. With a drop of 20 points, it shows just how crucial he is to a team with championship hopes. Everything rides on the big man, clearly shown by the 20-point drop, being the 4th highest changed by a player since 2001. It is because Jokic isn't just a one-man wrecking ball. He's able to go out there and get his points whenever he wants, which we'll get into later, but he also serves as a crucial conduit for the rest of the team. The highlights of the crazy passes to instant buckets are always fun to watch. But how about the times when Jokic serves as more of a springboard than a stationary playmaker? Watch for those moments where the big man gets the ball tossed to him and immediately whips to another player for either a point or one more hockey pass away from a bucket. This season he is 0.5 assists a game away from averaging a triple-double. He uses that big frame to effectively seal away opponents from rebounds and from stopping his reliable post moves. I mentioned this in the intro, but you wouldn't exactly call Nikola Jokic some athletic marvel. He's gotten into much better shape this season and now sits at 284 pounds, a light enough build to better his speed and endurance. This is all translated into a more well-rounded scoring game. You can see Jokic extend his range, while also calmly dismantling teams under the rim. Through quick-footed drop steps, he exploits the slimmer weight he now has, while also knowing when it's time to back down someone and toss over a hook shot or a floater. This season, Joker is shooting a career high from inside the arc, at just under 67%, and an overall field goal percentage of 61. Alright, here's where we get into the big boy talk. Why there is a clear argument to be made that this 3-year tear by Jokic also deserves to be the first three-peat in MVP award since Larry Bird, and only done outside of Bird by Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. We have dissected Jokic's numbers and how he runs the team, but normally when you think of a person running a team, you think of players like Luka, Giannis or Joel Embiid, players that are currently at the front of the line for that MVP award. Coincidentally, they are also the top 3 in usage rate this season. They get the most touches and have things run directly through them, so it makes sense their stats have been impressive this year. Now I want you to stop the video and comment where do you think Jokic ranks in the usage rate of the league this year. I want honest guesses here, folks. Results are in, and unless you looked it up, I'm guessing a vast majority of you were not even close. He was not top 10. The top 20 was still too high. Nikola Jokic, averaging just shy of a 27-point triple-double and leading his team to the top in the West, is ranked 30th on usage rate this year. Smack dab right in between De'Aaron Fox and rookie Paolo Banchero. Jokic has a 27.6 usage rate, 10 points lower than leader Joel Embiid at 37. How are we not going to give this man a third MVP? What did Larry do in the regular season that Jokic didn't? Well, funny enough, their stats are actually weirdly similar. Larry Bird averaged in his 3-year MVP span 26.2 points, 10.1 rebounds and 6.7 assists. We mentioned Jokic's stats earlier. Jokic has 0.3 more points, 1.9 rebounds and 1.3 more assists. Nikola Jokic is the the next Larry Bird. You heard it here first. Okay, that's a big ask of Jokic. Bird was instrumental in much more than just his stats when it came to the NBA in the 70s. But I would not be surprised if the lab experiment gone superhero took at least a single championship and another MVP within the next few years. He's already turned into the best passing big man of all time by the age of 27. Why couldn't he flat out become one of the best passers in the history of the league? Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below, and then I will see you in the next one.